Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Confessions from the Darkside. Today we have another special for you guys. We loved what we did with the Halloween edition, Bang Mary Kill. Today we are going to do a Christmas edition. This is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, and most importantly, it's going to be in Confessions of the Darkside manner. But as you guys know, we always have a disclaimer. This one's going to be a little bit different this time, guys. Our disclaimer is not for just us, it is also for you guys. So, we are not a PG channel, and this topic is definitely not PG. So, if you don't like this topic, this type of topic, then please feel free to leave at the closest exit. We hope to see you again very soon. But this is a silly episode that makes us smile, and we hope that you all enjoy this. But this is not for the faint-hearted. I repeat, this is not for the timid people of the world who may not like to talk about who we want to bang, marry, or kill throughout the festive seasons. If you enjoyed the Halloween special, then you will love this too. Are you sitting comfortably? Are you exiting the confessions kitchen and ducking for cover? We are here, and we are ready to make these decisions for you. So you may remember that one of our community had suggested that we do this in October for serial killers. In October, yep, absolutely. And it went down very well that we had decided to follow up with a Christmas edition.
The
A little bit
discussion
of
was very good. The discussion was brilliant.
it absolutely was. It was definitely fun to go through that, especially in October when we went through horror movies and serial killers and stuff like that, stuff that we'd be sitting there looking like mentalists if people were to hear us talking.
If
If
you were outside
people
talking about this in a bar or something when we're drunk, you'd
exactly.
probably get a few looks of what the fuck are they talking about? But this is us all the time, so if we were a regular in said bar, then they'd probably be like, yeah, that's just them. So yeah. I love our talks that make people uncomfortable.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, not only this kind of conversation, it's just conversations in general that for us in this podcast and especially for you guys in this community that do enjoy this kind of
Content.
content and banter back and forth. This is definitely something that we love getting off of our chest for the silly nature of things. And this is not something that, from what I could tell, not all podcasts do these kind of things.
No.
Especially when it comes to horror or holiday special characters and or real life serial killers.
No.
So
I think it's a wee
it's
bit frowned upon sometimes, but
it,
I don't
it
understand. If it's out there, it's out there, man. That's just what I
well,
say.
I definitely, if I can remember correctly, I know some of our Bang Mary Kill list in the
Uh,
Halloween edition was definitely would have been frowned upon in pretty much everywhere in the country. Every country.
as I look like Roy Orbison right now, my sunglasses on, I'm literally just laughing my arse off and smiling about the fact that I said, God, really, what part of that was inappropriate? What part of that I was like, because it was all, I thought it was creative. Are you saying it wasn't creative? Some of our answers were very creative.
Oh, they were absolutely creative, and we both made some good points on some of the aspects of why we chose the way we did. So it definitely kind of made the list of why things were chosen the way they did. And it was a good time, and I definitely expect this to be the same way, especially Christmas edition. So there's not really going to be too much of horror related stuff in this one, but at the same time there's going to be some horror related stuff, but mainly it's Christmas time, guys. There's not too much we can go with horror related stuff in here.
The same movies are remade at this time of
Yeah.
year. The same premise for most stories. But we have some really good conversations before we start recording. I guess just that because we have to talk about things that maybe be inappropriate, like we were talking about just now. Because some people there's people who are with us, some people are against us, some people are on the fence. That's what
Yep.
it's
And
like sometimes for our podcast.
And don't get me wrong, guys. Some of those conversations, we do talk about these things. Some of them may end up turning into a podcast episode,
Yeah. It's content's
just for the
content.
simple fact of it's content for you guys mainly. But it's also we are called Confessions from the Dark Side. If
Mm,
that doesn't say anything about who we are as two people that are friends,
I don't
it's
know what else does.
yeah. I mean, it's
It's a broad
we're
spectrum, the dark side.
yeah. So yeah, there might be some conversations that we might get into that may be controversial. Mainly, we're doing this for the horror related aspect, absolutely. But at the same time, some horror, thriller, sci-fi, supernatural stuff like that, it does have its limits. And when I mean limits, there is controversy. There's conspiracies that come to it. And or before we started this episode, we actually were talking about conspiracies and stuff like that. And it may come to light that one or both of us may end up doing an episode on conspiracies because that is a very sensitive subject, but it is a very topic related subject to a lot of things that are going on throughout
In
the
the world.
world.
Yep.
So,
Also, lots of horror movies. There's a few horror movies that touch on it on different wavelengths and stuff. Like again, you've got like Eyes Wide Shut and things like that. And like you were talking about like Red Dawn and things like that. We were talking. I wouldn't have classed Eyes Wide Shut as a horror film, but apparently it comes under psychological thriller slash horror aspects based on secret societies and stuff like that. And that's what we were talking about today because there's so much movies that have been based around this, or they've maybe touched on it in the movie, but it's not been about actually per se about the whole conspiracy theory. It's just like they've touched on it for, I think it's more of it draws in another audience, honestly. If you actually start talking about it, just because you don't like horror, you don't like sci-fi, or you don't like thriller or psychological thriller, when you start putting random like buzzwords, as you would put it in the States, in the back of a fucking like a movie, like we talked about, if the cover's not good, I tend not to give it 5 minutes, let alone anything else. So imagine when you put all those buzz keywords as a description, you'll get lots of people wanting to watch it because it hits a lot of people and a big spectrum of different, obviously, interests. That's kind of like Bang Marry Kill. It hits all different people all at once, literally.
absolutely. And it's again, like she said, it's a sensitive subject, especially something like this. But it's a fun subject because although it is childish in a way, because
Childish.
kids used to do this in school.
I didn't.
I know over here we used to have like a group of kids in school that used to, you know, pick the hottest girls out of the class, and we pick three, bang, marry, kill, and stuff like that. And it would sometimes be debate, sometimes it would be a, oh yeah, I can see that. But it was kind of one of those controversial things that kids do in school just as a joke type deal.
But then there's
And
adults who do it
yeah, and then
like
like
me.
us, we do it. We've actually, I think, one of my old jobs that we had, we used to actually have a conversation too, like celebrity wise on Bang Mary Kill, stuff like that. And it's one of those sensitive but running joke topics that are just
It's also social aspect.
yeah, it gives meaning. You can talk to people. It's something that you don't really get to see much of people's other sides on how they perceive. We'll just take I'm gonna be a smart ass because I know you're not really a big fan, but we'll just take Chris Hemsworth. We'll take Henry Cavill.
Oh, really? He had to be named today? Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope,
It's Cavill, not
I know,
Cavell.
I know,
You can
I know
call
how
him
to act.
fuck nugget for all I care right
And then
now.
we'll just throw in let's see, Gary Oldman.
Oh, there we go. That's just me happy now. Thank you.
So yeah, so I mean, it's literally Darcy's aspect of it, especially with Gary Oldman being thrown in the mix because that's kind of a well, shit. Mary Bang, she ain't killing him. Tell you that
No,
right now.
I know you know who I'm killing already. I'll make
Oh
it.
yeah,
Hey, look,
absolutely.
I'm dragging that
Oh yeah.
out.
But I think it's going to, if that's the route that we were going, quite honestly, how I perceive it and how I look at things is she's going to marry Gary Oldman. Why? Because she can bang him at any time after that.
Yay. Definitely. I think my husband would marry Gary Oldman in that fucking that because Gary Oldman's the man. Like
No,
Gary
yeah.
Oldman, Chris Hemsworth will obviously have to get banged because Henry
Yes.
Cavill's getting fucking brutally
Yep.
killed. And I'm saying it because I just don't want to hear about him. I would talk way too much about that person. But yes, if it was for you, it was like who would you out them all? You would totally be marrying Gary Oldman, don't lie.
Absolutely, I would.
Banging Chris Hemsworth or banging Henry Cavill? Not them as their characters as Thor or Superman, it's just them.
Definitely banging Chris Hemsworth and killing Butt Nugget.
Yay!
It's see now if we were going character wise, it wouldn't even be Butt Nugget as Superman. Quite honestly, for some reason, I
The
do find him
Witcher.
attractive as the Witcher. Yeah,
I
so
knew
I
it!
would. I probably would bang him if he, if we were going character wise. Probably still would end up marrying Gary Oldman
Gary Oldman is just a mood.
just
He's
just
just a
because he is. And then if I were to have to choose, it would be kill Chris Hemsworth as Odin's son from Avengers Endgame, just for the simple fact that he did not have the ripped body. He was a fat chunk lard in that one. So
Have you thought about this? Have I made you this way?
no, you really didn't make me this way. It was already there. It's just now that we're talking about these things, it just comes to light.
I don't think there's any character that I'd. Gary Oldman's played such good characters. He's been in so many good movies, and he's played characters that don't necessarily you would actually class as bang or like. And it sounds bad, but in The Fifth Element, he was a really odd man, but I'd still have sex with him. That's like the scale. It's like of odds. You know what I mean? It's like, I'd probably marry Mila though, or Lilo, just because that scene in the the Cap show.
Oh, Mila Jovovich is Lilo.
Yeah, because well, that outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, we could be there all day about her outfits. That's why I'm not going to go there because I'll fall down a rabbit hole. And I'm still coming on the edge of a migraine, so therefore it's going to be painful to overthink.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, let's do that. uh
Try
so
not to laugh so hard there, man. I hurt my head. It was worth it
sorry.
though.
But
I'm talking about myself. I laughed so hard I hurt my
no.
head. I was like, no.
So guys, as we do, as in good old fashion confessions side, and thanks to the amazing Darcy when she does the write-ups on this, they are broke down into categories. Now my mind's in a woohoo.
It's that
So
outfit. It's that outfit. It's all those outfits in that
yes,
movie. Jean Paul
absolutely.
Gaultier's doing it to you. That's what it is.
But they are broke down into the categories for characters that we will bang, marry, or kill. You can give us a reason why. That is more fun, wouldn't you say? As we
It
are all
is.
different. And just because I would bang, marry, kill these characters doesn't mean I would, because this is all wrote in the fashion of Darcy, but as doesn't mean I would, or anyone else listening for that matter.
Exactly. We're all different.
We have played this before, and the rules are there. There are no rules.
Exactly.
Darcy's inner Chandler moment, guys.
There are no
There
rules.
are no rules.
I love Chandler. I still haven't watched Friends actually. I can't. So sad. But let's carry and be said it instead of being sad. We can have fun and laugh.
Absolutely. So, are we ready for the
Yeah.
2023 Christmas Bang Mary Kill edition? I'm
Yes.
ready.
I am totally ready. Bring it. Bring
So,
it.
first up in this category, guys, is going to be animated characters. No, we're not talking about your lovely hentai out there. Guys, this is animated characters from movies. First on this list, we got the Snowman.
It's the snowman from like the actual like really crappy TV show before people start freaking out and not knowing. It's like we're flying through the air type snowman. Actually, I was about to say Superman. No, snowman. Oh my goodness.
We got Jack Frost.
Which is the evil snowman.
It is. And then the Ginger Dead Man. Fucking creepy gingerbread man.
Pretty much. So
So,
who's going first? Are you saying what you would do, or are you waiting until I've picked first?
no, I will go first in this
Okay.
one.
Are you giving me a reason?
I will when I'm done.
Awesome.
So, as weird as this gonna sound, because he is the evil Jack Frost, I'm gonna marry him.
Mm,
Um, killing the ginger dead man, and I'm gonna get my dick cold. Why not? Fuck the
snowman.
snowman. Yep.
Are you going to eat the gingerbread man afterwards? Because I bet it still tastes good because they don't give you that
Absolutely.
option. After you kill him, you can eat him. That's the
Absolutely.
fetish right there. So for
But
me, oh sorry. So what was your reason? Sorry.
so Jack Frost, I am marrying because of his wife.
What? Because you'll get two for the price of one.
Yo,
So that's the reason.
absolutely. And then the snowman, well, I'm just gonna bang him just for the simple fact is when I kill the gingerbread man, I'm most likely gonna eat him, and I'm gonna need some stamina and sustenance after I'm done, banging the snowman and Jack Frost's wife. So that's my reasoning.
So is it like a voyeur situation though, with you and Jack Frost and his wife? You never know. Jack
Yeah,
Frost might be a bit of voyeur. You never know.
yeah, you never know, but yeah, it could definitely be a voyeur situation.
And also the snowman can fly. So just think, quick getaway
Yeah,
after you kill Gingerbread Man. But they never tell you if you can, if you're just banging them once, because you could technically have a benefits type situation with the snowman, because then you'll have transport. So there's some plot holes in this Bang Mary Kill if it's just a one time bang.
true. Some plot holes.
Yeah, like really plot holes in a fictional game. What the fuck, Darcy? So for me, I would. I'm trying to think now. I actually had my answer when I was going through them all this week. I'm killing the gingerbread man so I can eat him, but he better be gluten free and sugar free. Probably taste like ass. So I'm killing him. Actually, I'm going to marry the snowman because of the free transport. And he seems like he would be like really careful not to drop you. Be like really nice snowman man type thing. And I'm buying Jack Frost because I never even realised that I could technically have his wife too. So, yeah,
Nice little threesome.
exactly. And he's got them teeth, man.
True.
Those are fun. So yes, I am marrying the snowman. I am buying Jack Frost. And I'm killing the gingerbread man and I'm eating him afterwards. And that is me for the animated characters. As much as I thought about eating the gingerbread man, I was like, oh, do we get to eat him?
Yes, absolutely.
It's an after bang snack.
Exactly. See, there you go. Thinking like I am.
After bang snack. That sounds brilliant. It's like, what did you eat afterwards? The
Ah,
evil gingerbread man. Why not?
yep. Next on this list is the understood. The understood meaning they weren't, quite understood of what their meaning was and what they were doing and stuff like that. They were just there in the moment, I guess would be the best way to put it. But we have Frank Cross from Scrooged, Hans
Mhm.
Gruber from Die Hard, and yes, anybody who wants to fight me, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Come
Yes,
find
I'm
me.
not. Exactly. It is a Christmas movie. I will fight with you. Don't worry.
Then we got
Okay.
Harry Lime from Home Alone.
I actually changed it to the Wet Bandits. Actually, you can have both.
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
two for the
well,
price of one. So
so we got the Wet Bandits from Home Alone.
because even though Home Alone was a kids' film, that was creepy when you fucking think about it. The shit that happened in that film, again, socially
Really
acceptable in
was.
the 80s and 90s. It's the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Home Alone. Still creepy as fuck, but again, kids' films could be creepy and have an aspect of creepy back then. So Frank Cross and Scrooge. Ooh, no, actually, no. I've picked mine. You can pick. I definitely. Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
this is your turn.
That's it. So I am marrying Hans Gruber because it's Alan fucking Rickman, and that means he wouldn't be R.I.P. He'd be alive. So there's that. Banging the Wet Bandits. I'm obviously going for some sort of pattern here. Jack Frost and his wife, Wet Bandits, and I'm killing Frank Cross from Scrooge because he's a bit of a dick when you think about it. He had a good life and then he got like super fucking successful and became a tunt. And then he had to be shown a lesson for him to actually start being nice. It's like, did your mummy not love you? It was like the fact that you have to act like a dick to everybody. So yeah, and yes, if you haven't seen Scrooge, you will be this week coming.
Yes.
So that's your kind of tie-in with our movie. So who are
Absolutely
you
will.
picking?
Definitely marrying Hans.
Awesome.
Definitely. It definitely is Alan Rickman, and that German accent that he has in Die Hard.
Any German accent, man, I'm just like, I can't, I have to like walk away now. I was like, I can't. Do you know, I think it was kind of like tight that although the name they've given him, it could, it's like, yeah, that's kind of profiling right there.
I'm definitely banging the Wet Bandits. Why not?
You're like the high five, air five, like from
Yes.
like the other side of the world. Yep.
Yes, and then obviously Frank Ross is getting the boot. He's getting the can.
If it was anyone else, I would not have, because it's Bill Murray that plays him, and I love Bill Murray, so.
Yes.
So it's just the characters, even though I used Alan Rickman as an excuse for Hans Gruber. It kind of flip
Absolutely.
flops, doesn't it? It's
It
not
does.
good.
And then let's see. We got lore
Loud.
Louds.
Hmm.
And lore guys, this one's gonna be an interesting one because really none of these three are the patron saints of anything. Minus, well, the original Saint Nick, who's in this list, because he is the patron saint of prostitutes. And
Exactly. I think
then,
the patron saint of anything is prostitutes, man. It's like woohoo.
absolutely. And then we got Krampus in here.
And I think it's La Befana. It's pronounced. It's
Yes,
an
La
Italian basic.
Befana on the last day of Yule 5th January.
But she is actually, if you look her up, she has a broomstick. So again, transportation people. And technically
Yes.
Krampus as well. He's got a magic sack. I just realised what I just said there. I am
Yep.
so sorry. Oh fuck, that wasn't even in the script. I have a
Perfect.
migraine. I'm blaming the migraine on that fucking comment.
So, first and foremost, this is going to be a tough decision for me.
Why?
Well, see, one is a female. So now this isn't going to be too hard of a decision. So
Although
I'm
Krampus
marrying.
technically be male or female, technically. They just say he's
True,
male, but they don't actually specify his sex.
true.
Could be
I,
anything we wanted him to be.
out of it all, I am marrying the original Saint Nick.
Why?
He's the patron saint of prostitutes. Come on now.
That means,
I don't have to get it from him. I can just have him give me a prostitute.
or yeah, that means that you could have like a whole
Exactly.
selection of
Never
ladies.
ending. Never
Never
ending.
ending ladies. Lady of the night.
Banging Bafana,
On
and
the
I'm
boomstick?
yeah, on the boomstick, and I am definitely gonna murder Krampus.
Why?
Just for the simple fact is, Krampus isn't exactly a good guy. So I mean, he's basically the anti Santa Claus. So
He actually isn't. He's basically what Santa Claus is supposed to be. Would
well,
telling kids if
yeah,
you're no good, Santa's no bringing you stuff, right? And it's like, but if you'd fucking Krampus, maybe you would actually stop acting like a wee dick. Do you know what I mean? Because
true,
that is more things to be scared of than anything else.
true.
Although you'll probably not want to hear my reason for mine's coming up anyway. But it's just like, are you expecting something from me? Aren't you? Because it's me.
See,
I am marrying Krampus. Aha. No, why? Because of that tongue.
didn't expect
That
anything less from you.
that tongue is that is some tongue. So I am marrying Krampus because of his tongue, and I'll just leave it at that. Use that in your own imagination for what you might think I am talking about. Sorry, I had a wee daydream there. I am killing Saint Nick with one of his prostitutes as a weapon, because why not?
Okay.
And I am going to bang Bafana, because I was actually Bafana. I was actually going to marry her because I thought that would be transportation for life. But then I thought about it. But no, but I could have Krampus's tongue, and that's getting
Well,
it.
I mean,
So
banging
Bafana,
Bafana. I mean, you can look at it two different ways. You can bang Bafana, or you can have Bafana bang you with the boomstick. So I mean,
if that's what you're into, a little bit of light pegging, I suppose, in your instance, since you're male. Bafana, the queen of pegging. Ha. Hilarious. Probably shouldn't call like a fucking Italian fucking lore fucking character basically. Or Lord deity is basically that description. But hey, whenever I did it, come for me, oh you will. But no, banging her on it. But she could again take you for on a magic ride on our broomstick over Italy, you'll have nice things to look at.
Yeah, I mean, that is true too.
And it's one for the bucket list. Technically, you've had sex on a broomstick over
Right.
places. So yeah, you're doing a bucket list right there.
True.
Bucket list living.
It
Like
would be a bucket list.
I have thought about this. I think the the first one made me super like focused when I did this one. So
Next
yeah.
on this list, guys. This one's going to be pretty interesting, especially since Darcy's up next, and I definitely want to know what she's got to say.
Oh,
This
you are not
is
ready
the
for that one.
this is the Battle of the Santas. We got Santa Fat Man, played by Mel Gibson. Bad Santa, played by Billy Bob Thornton. And then we got good old Saint Nick Santa from Violent Night, played by David Harbour.
What is this me?
This
Fuck.
is you.
Well, I think you're going to be surprised, but I'm marrying Violent Night Santa because he's so fucking protective. Wait, if you've not seen the film, he's mental
He
and
is.
wants to protect family. But imagine him being your husband and like someone saying something dickish to you. They're fucking get taken out. You know, taken off the planet. David Harbour will fucking fight for you. He'll love you hard and fight for you. So definitely that is my option for Mary. And I thought about I'm going to kill Fat Man. I thought about it. I was going to like keep him because that line of Fat and Jolly didn't get me this job. They two are the badass ones out that whole thing. They could totally protect you. I actually might have to change my mind actually, even though Bad Santa is it's Billy Bob fucking Thornton, and that movie in itself is brilliant. So I'm actually changing my original from my head, and I am banging Fat Man because again he's mental, and even though you're only banging him, I've got a feeling he would like totally protect you and fight for you. So there's like two, my husband and my lover, basically two Santas, basically fighting in my honor, and Bad Santa's being killed probably by them both.
Okay.
But I changed my mind. I was going to kill Fat Man, but I kept him because I thought about it. I don't know what's about a man protecting you. It sounds so sexist, but it's just like when it comes to this dress as Santa, that's going to definitely be sitting in Santa's lap. Why not?
I see it though. Mine
What
might
is
surprise you a little bit.
Don't kill David.
No, I'm gonna marry Billy Bob Thornton's Bad Santa.
Oh, is it because he likes rear end action?
No, because he gets all the women. So
I still think David Harbour
basically,
would probably get more. David,
I
you
would
get that.
still basically end up just being his wingman. To
His
say,
wingman.
yep,
What? Did you say you were marrying Bad Santa?
I'm marrying Bad Santa. I'm banging David Harbour's Santa,
Oh,
and
good.
I'm killing the Fat Man.
He was a
Sorry,
good
Mr. Mel Gibson.
Santa. Is it because of the South Park piss take?
But that's my reasoning, and I kind of figured it this way. So being Billy Bob's wingman, get all the girls that he did. So
Is it sloppy
there,
seconds?
it doesn't have to be sloppy seconds. It can be a threesome. Why not?
Hmm, that's yeah. But
Two,
I think Bad Santa actually would want to have them first, though. He looks kind of selfish. He
he
does act
is.
selfish.
Um, the reason why I chose to bang David Harbour's Santa, well, we'll put it this way: is
Do you even need an excuse?
no, not really, but
Exactly.
like you had already mentioned, though, he's protective. He
He was
loves to
actually
love.
exactly, but he's
So
as you fuck with the people he cares about, and you're fucked. And that is basically one of the. I was just like, yes, want him on my side.
exactly, but you don't know what kind of attachment issues he has. So I bang him once, he may be completely attached. You never know. He just might come back for more.
Well, I'm marrying him, so like, he does come back for more. He's
Well,
probably not get.
yeah.
He's probably not getting away. That man's never leaving. I'm cheating him with somebody. He's not getting anywhere. He's not delivering presents. Not doing anything. That's it. There's my plan. Not David Harbour, by the way. I'm not going to fucking kidnap the actor. It's the character from Violent Night we're talking about, not about the fucking actor. I want to clear that up
Yes.
before people think I'm going to fucking go on a rampage of trying to find him down in England because that's where he lives.
Yep. All right, guys. Next on this list, the ones we may have forgotten.
Yes.
Guys,
Have
we
you?
have, yeah, have you guys? Have I? No, not so much. But have you guys? We
The
got
first one is the creepy one I'm talking about. Because there's a
Yes.
few of them that are not creepy. I'm talking about the creepy eye patch, hook nose man.
Uncle Drosselmeyer from the Nutcracker movie.
Because he's creepy.
The Hobo from the Polar Express. And the Winter Warlock from the 1970s. The Santa Claus is coming to town.
Haven't had a good Santa Claus movie apart from the violent ones in
Yeah.
recent years. I didn't put Tim Allen in there because that man freaks me out.
Mm.
There's no way I was picking him. So what are you picking? I'm intrigued.
This one's kind of a toughie, but I think I'm going to go with Bangin' the Hobo.
Oh, why? Just
Needs
because
some
he's a
love.
hobo?
He needs
Yeah.
some love.
He needs a hot body against him, that's what it is. To survive
I'm
the winter.
marrying the Winter Warlock, and I'm killing Uncle Drosselmeyer.
So why marry Winter Warlock? Is it just because he's called a Winter Warlock and he has jaggy as fuck teeth?
Mainly the
Oh,
teeth, yeah.
yeah, it's the teeth. Teeth does it
It's
for
the
me,
teeth.
man. Yeah. What am I? I'm a sucker for dental. I can't fucking help. This
So
is always going to turn dark, even for dental.
it is. It is. But that's what makes it fun and exciting.
I laughed so hard I shook my chest. That's the thing. I laughed so hard, like my actual rib cage and stuff was shaking. So for me, I am. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh God, no. These are like the choices on Twitter when people put up horror movies, and I've got to pick one from each column. And I literally have anxiety. No joke. Oh no. I'm trying to think what would be better. Right. I am marrying Uncle Drosselmeyer because it's the creepy one, and if you look at his picture, when I actually do this, when I edit this, I will put his picture in there. I am marrying him because I am sitting on his face for life. And once you see his picture, you'll understand why. So I'm sitting on his face for life, and he's from the Nutcracker. I don't have a penis, by the way, so just clear that up. It's just like the Nutcracker. So I'm marrying Uncle Drosselmeyer so I can sit in his face for life, because I'll be very happy.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna have to bang the Winter Warlock because he's got those jaggy teeth, and as like I said, there's no way I want to kill him because I would probably be sad about it. Although sitting on the Winter Warlock's face for life, oh, this no. I need to stick to my original, or I'll just go off on a tangent about teeth. So, banging Winter Warlock, marrying Uncle Drosselmeyer, and I'm sorry, Hobo from Polar Express, who's actually Tom Hanks, is it not? So I'm basically killing Tom Hanks, the Hobo. So yeah, I'm sorry, Hobo. There's just far too many options to sit on faces. Oh God, I'm never gonna be able to watch these films without thinking this. Why did I do this to myself again? So, what do you think about my options, or sorry, my the chosen on reason? What my reasons for choosing them?
I mean, all I can say is there's a lot of face sitting going on.
What can I say? It's the time for face sitting. It's
True.
winter. It's winter. Winter. Who
It
knew that
is.
winter was the time for face sitting?
Hey, somebody's got to have a nice warm face.
Exactly. I'm gonna have a smile on my face.
Exactly. It's supposed to be the happiest time of the year.
Well, there we go. That's why it's everybody's face sitting. That's the hidden mystery, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
The conspiracy theory is the fact that Christmas is the holiday for face sitting.
It is. That it is. Give me
So
like
I'm really interested about the next one because this is really difficult for me because I am a big, huge fan of this movie, as you know from all the shit that I have.
yes.
So
Yes. Give me like guys. Next on our list is The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is going to intrigue, but obviously everybody should already know some of the list in this.
yes.
But we got Jack Skellington, of course.
Mhm.
We got Oogie Boogie, and we got Sally. See, putting this in there the way you did is kind of
What kind of what?
it's kind of a no-brainer, to be honest with you. I'm
No, but
marrying
it depends on your reasoning though. It's all about the reasoning, not about your choice.
I'm
Okay.
marrying Jack Skellington.
Mm.
I'm banging Sally, and I'm killing
Mm.
Oogie Boogie. Why am I marrying? Hey, why am I marrying Jack Skellington? Well, listen, if I marry Jack Skellington, I get to bang Sally. I get to choose to bang Sally, so I'm going to bang Sally. Out of all that selection, guess what I'm getting to do at the end of the day? I'm banging Sally. And then Oogie Boogie, it was kind of a hard decision to kill Oogie Boogie off because who doesn't love the good old Oogie Boogie? I love the good old Oogie Boogie.
Yet you're
But
fucking killing him.
I'm killing him.
So for me, marry Jack, kill Sally because I can have fucking Jack to myself. Fuck off, Sally. Oogie Boogie is getting banged because I want to know what the fuck is underneath that fucking Hessian sack, not just all the, minging shit. I am. This is a fuck. This is like. This is me going on a fucking quest to find out what's underneath that Hessian sack, and I am going to take one for the fucking team so I can fucking find out and tell people about my exploration. Fucking walk here. I was exploring underneath the Hessian sack, and now I'll be able to tell you what Oogie Boogie is packing. I'm taking one for the team so I can marry Jack and have him wherever the fuck I want. And I'll kill Sally, and Oogie Boogie is getting it because this is for science. I thought about that one a lot though, because I was like, yeah, Sally's getting killed, no doubt about it, so I can have Jack tease myself, and then he doesn't need to be thinking about some other bish.
Yeah, I mean, that is
Have you never
true.
thought about what's underneath Oogie Boogie or if he's packing? Am I the only person
No,
who's thought about that?
I'm going to probably say yes on that.
Why am I not surprised?
I don't know. But I mean, that was a quick one with explanations, guys. Nightmare Before Christmas for the both of us was kind of an easy explanation.
Because we've thought about it. It's been something
We have.
probably that I've probably thought about it way too much.
Next on this list is who'd get it after midnight. And guys, if by that description you guys can't guess what that's from or
You should be
anything like
slapped.
that, you honestly should be.
Flogged
Slapped, beaten, bruised.
in front of people.
Yes,
Audience participation.
but I will give you the description of 3 of the characters from the movie, and if you guys still don't get it, then that's on you guys. Go look it up.
Oh, don't use the first one first. Use the last one
Yes.
first and do it that way and then see. Because then,
Yes.
it's a bit of mystery.
So, first name we got on this list is going to be Greta. Second is going to be Stripe. And if you guys still have yet to actually figure it out from those 2 names, make this one the easiest for you guys. Gizmo.
And it is
Yeah.
Gremlins, because the original
The
movie
Gremlins. Yes.
was a horror. And if you can't remember, it came out in was it the 80s, the Gremlins? I was a wee kid when it came out, so I'm not sure if
I
it was
think
late
so.
80s or
Yeah.
90s.
Let me
Because
see real quick.
the second one was out in the 90s, though, that was more of a comedy, but it did have, like, horror aspects of, being about gremlins, but the gremlins were funny.
1984 was the original. 1990 was the second.
So I was right then. 1990, you got fucking gremlins too. Another movie
Yep.
that is good. And if you're not
Yep.
aware, we had a discussion about the years we were born, and you kept saying you had shite movies out, and then we basically like, no. No, no, no. You've had fucking loads of good movies and you've had to backtrack. It's like 1983 was shit. It's loads of fucking James Bond.
Yes.
So
Do believe it is yours.
I know. I'm thinking because Greta was kind of hot after she drank the potion, wasn't?
She was.
That's the kind of only one that was female though. So
Yeah.
that means all the gremlins would be taking a shot, would they not? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god. That literally, I just thought about that. Oh my god, she's going to be very well used. So it's just like, is this before or after? That's what you think. Is it is it after transformation? Because she's obviously never going to have any issues getting laid.
No, none whatsoever.
Why am I even thinking about this like she's real? Fuck knows. So Greta's getting it. No, Greta's getting married, I think, because Stripe's getting it because there's something evil about. He's evil. He's the evil gremlin. If you weren't sure, and he fucking hates Gizmo, and he's a complete tunt to him. But Gizmo is a bit of a douche, so he kind of fucking deserves it. Yes, he's cute, but he's also really high maintenance. And he was given to someone who's supposed to be a child, but he's not a child. He's a young adult, the guy, so he couldn't even look after him. What are the rules? Don't feed and water them after midnight, yet he fucking struggled with those 2 rules. Don't get them wet. And so how would that work with Greta then? If you can't get them wet? Oh god. That's a tough one. So definitely, Greta's getting married because, well, I can be her pimp then. Again, thought
And
about
what
it.
happens when you get them wet?
They go evil,
They go evil.
which means you would technically be. That means that you would have nice Greta and then evil Greta. So technically, you're sleeping with two different people. So you're getting two for the price of one. Oh, interesting. Thank you for that. So Greta's getting
Yes.
married because it's literally two for the price of one. Stripe is getting banged because he looks like he'd be kind of nasty in the sack. And Gizmo's getting killed because that wee fucker just needs to be put in his place. That's it. That is all. Oh god, that is bright.
Well,
Oh.
to be honest, kind of picked the same way you did. So, and for the
For the
exact
same
same
reason.
reason, to be honest. So,
So my description did it for us both.
yes,
Fantastic. That's just so scary that we're so similar.
I know. But yeah, that's, I mean, not much to say because you put everything pretty much perfectly the way it needed to be said. So, isn't really much to go on with the rest of the Gremlins characters.
No, but
Next, we
see,
have on
no,
the
no, no, no,
list.
no,
Oh,
Greta, the
no,
only
no,
other
no.
thing would be, sorry, it was the last thing with Greta was though, would you choose to get her wet on purpose? There's a dead silence.
For the
That was,
second time, absolutely.
so you're getting her wet for
Oh,
like for the,
absolutely.
to turn her evil, or are you
Uh,
going to do like Greta and then and then she turns during? Because now that's just another bucket list there. Because technically she's a crazy chick, and crazy chicks are usually apparently well they're
best.
interesting. I nearly spat my coffee out everywhere there. Fuck, and I'm drinking it through a straw. Do you know what I mean? So,
uh,
so yes, we're doing Greta, getting her wet, and then banging her when she's got her split personality. Well, not a split personality, but in her when she changes or manifests into evil Greta.
exactly. Crazier the better.
Well, apparently so.
But next on our list, guys, this is gonna be an interesting one a little bit.
Oh, Ghost of Christmas Past. We should really just say Ghost
Yes.
of Christmas. And again, if you're not aware of the Ghosts of Christmas, they're used in Charles Dickens, also in Scrooged, and they're used in many different movies, TV shows, animated series, and things like that. Basically, it's you learning a lesson,
Yep,
showing
they
you the
had.
past, present, and future. If you were a nice person that's turned into a dick, for example, and it's going to show you how people are not really that bothered with you in the future and they want your shit and basically, but you're dead, basically. So it's basically a reflection, isn't it, on your life, but they do come in manifestations. And for me, the Ghost of Christmas Past, I'm doing it as Scrooged. I've picked that's what I'm going to be basing mine around. I'm not sure if you want to do it that way or from another aspect, because one of the stories we actually, I'm sure, is about past. Well, a lot of them are about past, present, and future. But I thought I would do Scrooged for that because I think it kind of describes them perfectly, you know, for their description of ghosts from past, present, and future. I thought that kind of described it best.
Yeah, absolutely. This
And then
is
when we watch the film, you'll see you picked that.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's this is kind of a difficult decision to make on this one. I think I'm gonna have to marry the future, bang the present, kill the past.
Kill the past is a good one, especially if you either didn't like yourself in the past or there was maybe some sort of thing you don't want to like remember from the past. If you kill it, then you don't need to go back and relive
Exactly.
that, which is good. Present, what was it you said for the present? Are you marrying the present?
I'm banging it.
And you're marrying the future? Well, that
Banging the
sounds
future.
because you again you could technically change your present to have a better future.
Exactly.
Oh, that is a good one. I'm like, although for me, past, I would like to be stuck in the past, which is weird to say. Not stuck in the past, like, you know, it's not I'm unhappy in my life. It's just when we're talking about that, it's just like there's just some things from the past that you know you wish you could relive because they were like happy.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm banging the past because it means I can go back. You know, bang the past, get some like past feels. as I give an invisible person, which is you, a thumbs up, even though you're not fucking on cam to see the thumbs up. It's when I do air quotes and forget that you're not there. It's like I'm doing
Yes.
that for no one. So I'm banging the past, marrying the future, and killing present because, well, the present at the moment is just a wee bit shite, to be honest. As a whole, not just as like one thing. So yeah, the present's just getting killed because let's just go to the future and marry, and then we can go back to the past anytime we fucking want to and bang.
Think about it this way too. I mean, even if you're killing your present, whatever you do in the past could change your future. So no matter how you look at it, one way or another, the only description out of there that wouldn't change out of anything is going to be the future, because no matter how you look at it, if you were to change your present, you're changing the future. If you're changing your past, you're going to change the present, which is going to change the future.
Future. So it's basically it cancels itself out. Interesting.
Exactly.
Seriously, we're like totally philosophizing everything today, aren't we?
Especially on that one, because, well, it's a philosophizing
That was
state.
it was really, really it was like mind blown moment there, man. And again I did actions and you weren't there. So
But yeah, I mean, no
oh,
matter how you were to
sorry.
look at it, I mean, killing the past, yeah, I don't have to go visit the past no more. Banging the present, though, I could still change my future.
Fucking
So,
me. I'm going back to the past every time I want some feel good feels.
I mean, if I had to change it, then yeah, I'd probably change it to this marry the future, bang the past, kill the present. Why? Because I could always go back and I could always take the knowledge from the future that I know of lottery numbers and everything and take it to the past and change my past and end up being a millionaire.
Yeah, that's what I
So,
mean though, because they talk about that in is it remember in Good Omens, where
yeah,
they go back the past and they find out, talking about apples, invest in apples, and they were talking about Apple and stuff like that. Like kind of premonition type thing.
yep.
That's what I technically would do if it was me.
If
It
I were
sounds
if I were to
terrible.
if I were to go back into the past, I would invest in Apple, Google, and McDonald's.
I'm trying to think. I wouldn't. Yes, I hate Apple, but they make a lot of money. Microsoft, yes, but it would be like something random, like something that you can't live without, basically, that you invest in or you have something to do with. So technically, you would never have to buy said product again, or device,
Really.
or service. I mean, that's pretty
Yeah,
much what
but
you're doing. But then I would
but
use mine for good, though. I wouldn't be like all evil and shit.
no, I'd literally, like I said, I'd literally invest in, like, being in the past, I'd invest in like the biggest companies that weren't big at the time, and then when they finally blew up, then so did I. So Apple, Google, Microsoft, Samsung, McDonald's, especially being a fast food chain, they blew up a lot. I actually remember one of my substitute teachers in school. He was talking about his buddy who, because this guy was like 89 years old. He was substituting, and his lifelong friend that he ended up buying 100 shares of stock for McDonald's before McDonald's was huge.
Before it is what it is right now.
Yeah, and he said when he finally cashed out at 48 years old of stock at McDonald's, he was a multi-billionaire.
Holy shit. That's
And he said he
fuck.
retired at 50 years old just because he technically didn't need to work anymore. He retired. The only reason why he worked a couple extra years was just for the health benefits.
Yeah, because that's what's different with your country and here.
Yeah, so it's going back to the past. That's probably exactly what I would do, is just invest in the companies that aren't large then that they are today. Just for the simple fact is, I know if I were to go to the past, invest, since I've killed my future going into the future, or killed my present going into the future part at that point in time from past the future, I know with the age that I am now, I would have cashed out. And once I hit the future again, I know exactly how I'm going to end up being there. So it's, no matter how you look at it in any aspect, the one thing that never changed and solid the whole time is going to be the future, because the past and the present is what's going to end up making your future.
You can
So
always make a change. I'm just
exactly.
looking forward to going to the past because it's a simpler time. Things were
That too.
cheaper. And
That
I was
100%.
young and thin. I was young and thin. I would probably start working out even more then and I'd be like a total giga now. Again, that's just aesthetics for me there. I was like, yes, so I can be a giga. So
So,
we've kept the best one, I think, to last though, because even though this movie isn't horror, it's still technically creepy. The whole story for this character is creepy. Even his song, the cartoon, the animations, the books, it's always creepy. And the movie was more cheeky, I think, more than scary. But I really kind of, I am this character all the time. So, with the way he is towards society and people, that's probably the best way I can deal with it. Wouldn't you say you're similar to him too?
exactly. So, guys, the movie in question that we are talking about,
Well,
the title
franchise technically,
is You're a Mean One,
Mr. Grinch.
Mr. Grinch.
And
Who
the song
happens to
is
be
good.
number one at the top of the list on this one is the Grinch.
Mhm.
Next is Martha May Huvia.
Mhm.
And the last one is Betty Lou Who.
I didn't want to put Cindy Lou Who because she's a child. That is why I picked her mum because she kind of has
I
a dirty vibe.
definitely don't blame you there.
Yes, yes.
That would have
Martha May
definitely been
has, yes.
crossing quite a few lines on that one.
Yeah, that's why I went for the adult.
That would have been worse than the animals from our Halloween edition.
No, I think the children one would be worse.
That's what I said. That would have been worse than the animals from our Halloween edition.
The animal ones was creative.
It was creative. Well, I don't know. I can't remember. We talked about the last one so long. I can't remember whose turn it was this time.
I think it's mine. You picked first, and I picked. But
Yes.
for me, I'm picking the Grinch to marry because the way the story is, he loves Martha and he would do anything for Martha, and he was such a. And plus, he's fuzzy. Think how warm he would be because you don't need heating. Because he's like fuzzy and soft. Imagine just like lying on top of him, going to sleep. So I'm not saying that I wouldn't have sex with a Grinch. You definitely. Yeah. Dressed as Santa, not dressed as Santa. Au natural. So I'm marrying the Grinch because he's similar to me. He doesn't like people. He lives in the middle of nowhere. Basically lives in a fucking what is it? He lives in a mountain basically.
On the mountain.
Yeah, so literally just think of the view and the echo. It'd be brilliant. And again, you can literally it's you looking down. It's like the gods looking down, basically. So you'd have a really cool house, and he would be very, very faithful to you. And to make him really happy, you could go kidnap Martha May and bring her to your mountain and have your wicked way with her, both of yous. So that would be like extracurricular activities as a married couple, like kidnapping and well having sex with your husband's fucking like childhood crush, basically. Ah, yeah, and killing Betty Lou Who because well, someone's got to die in this, so she can get it. I
True.
suppose.
True.
But I'm giving the Grinch what
Mine.
he wants, though. He's getting Martha May, and he's getting two women for the price of one.
I mean, that is true. Um. See, this is gonna be a little controversial for this one,
For
but
even
I
you,
am for even
for
me.
you, I'm
I'm going
interested
to
now.
marry Martha May,
Ooh,
banging Betty Lou, and the
no,
Grinch is gonna get it. Why? Because Martha May's mine.
shocking.
Like
That
I said, a little controversial, but yeah, shocking.
You're taking out the fuzzy green man? How
I am
dare
taking out the
you?
fuzzy green man. I know.
I think he'd totally love you so much though, because you're like loving him. That's what I'm
True.
thinking. Because all he wanted to was he didn't want to be accepted as an adult, but as a child he did. So I'm just giving him what his dreams are, so I can keep him from myself. I have my selfish ways.
Absolutely. But that is our list. I thought it
Uh-uh.
went very well. I loved it.
Even though it was dodgy as fuck, it always is.
It
That should
always is, but that's just us. That shouldn't surprise anybody at this point in time.
I don't think we do surprise anyone anymore, to be
No,
honest.
absolutely not. And
We've been
that's kind of
creepy from the start, haven't we? Creepy and unusual from the start.
yes, we have been. And this is who we are, guys. This is
Mhm.
we're silly, we're creepy, we're controversial, and we like to bend the lines just a little bit.
What's the point of staying in them? That's not very creative.
Exactly. Color outside the line, guys. Make your
Exactly.
you have your own imagination. Don't be
Mhm.
confined by the bigger picture
Society.
or society. Yes, but
Exactly.
live your guys' life how you guys want to. Color outside those lines if you feel those lines aren't good enough for you. But that's who we are. That is,
I would like to know what our audience,
yes.
listeners, would pick and what would be their option.
Yes, absolutely. Guys, we would love to know your guys' feedback on our list. We would love to know out of the list of movies and characters that have been depicted today, who would you bang, marry, or kill?
From the
Give us
options that
reasons.
we've
Yes.
provided.
Give us reasons why from any of the options, from any of the categories that we had. Give us a reason why. Let us know what your choices are. Let us know why you chose who you chose and the reasoning behind it. We would love the feedback.
Also, has there a category that you would have loved to have seen that we didn't add? Add it. Just add it in the comments below and we can, like, answer it for you, which is another good thing to do.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't
I definitely would say the categories that were picked today were good categories. Again, guys, it is kind of Christmas time, so not too much of the horror related stuff, even though there's some creepy aspects to some of the movies and stuff that were chosen or characters that were chosen.
But we
Um,
actually made it creepy, though. We made
yes.
it creepy and horror by our answers. So
In,
that
in true Confessions of the Dark Side ways, yes, we still made it
exactly.
creepy and dark. Could we have done horror versions in this list? There
There
wouldn't be
wouldn't be
as
as
many.
many.
Maybe that could have been a topic that could have been added in there. This is lighthearted as a silly joke and a nice little episode to just kind of get away from the monotonous horror things that we do, just to have a little bit of fun from time to time with you guys as well as each other, just because it's always interesting to see whether or not those comments that we make are going to be the same as each other's, different from each other's, and why.
Yeah, what
So
was the why?
it's always good to see that side of both of us, being goofy, being silly, and as we get close to coming to an end of this episode, and we would love some feedback from you guys on episodes that you guys may want to see in the future. Definitely reach out to us if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that. If you guys want to reach out to us personally as our podcast episode, you can find it on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music. If you want to just reach out to Darcy, you can reach out to her at Behind the Mask Reviews. The threes in behind and the are or the E's in behind and the are threes, and the S in mask is a 5. You can find her at Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And if you guys want to reach out to me personally, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch at LunarXRising, as well as LunarXRising@gmail.com if you guys want to email me questions, comments, anything like that. Confessions from the dark side at gmail.com if you want to shoot an email to us on that page. And Darcy, is it Behind the Mask Reviews at Gmail?
At gmail.com, yeah.
Okay. And then same thing with her. It's Behind the Mask Reviews at gmail.com if you guys want to reach out to her directly for any comments, concerns, questions, anything like that. But guys, we love today's episode. Always nice to have a little bit of fun here and there from the serious nature of our episodes. But until next time, guys, I'm Lunar Rising.
And I'm Darcy Darkness.
Y'all have a good holidays coming up, and we will talk to you later.
Later.